Hello, my friends. These are a few of my favorite things, which means a lot of my favorite things because I love our products. I love everything that Mary Kay has to offer. So I just wanted to walk you through some of the beauty extras and my beauty favorites. So I have a glow. Wow, I'm glowing today. So I've already done my skincare. I'm just putting on right now our foundation primer, SPF 15. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so soft and silky. Even if you weren't going to wear anything else for the day, you would have SPF 15. You're starting to create this barrier to keep away the free radicals, and it's gonna make your skin super soft and silky. It starts to deflect light to create an airbrushed look. It helps to fill in fine lines and wrinkles and pores without clogging them. Love it, love it. Don't leave home without it. My next favorite thing is our under eye corrector. It's super orange. It has a doe foot applicator. I like to just swirl it on the back of my hand. So the oranginess of it helps to counteract the blueness of our under eye circles. So I like to put it towards my nose on the inside, under my eye. So I don't want to take it out any farther than that because it is a little bit drying, and I want to mix a little bit of something else, and I'll show you in just a minute what that looks like. So it's just helping to take away the blueness of our under eye circles. I love also our beauty blender. Get it wet, and it's amazing. It just helps to blend everything flawlessly. Okay, so that's under eye corrector, $16 for that. And then my next little trick, I am really bright. Okay, the next little trick is the concealer. So what I'm using right now, it also has a doe foot applicator. You can just put it on like that if you'd like. Let me see if I can tone that down just a touch. Let's see here. That might be a little bit better. There we go. I like to mix this with my foundation primer. So that's my little trick. So I was putting on concealer before, just on my eyelids without the primer, and it was starting to be a little drying. So that's why I didn't want to take the under eye corrector out any further, because I don't need any drying going on where my fine lines and wrinkles are. So I'm just going to mix it on the back of my hand. I put a little squeeze of the foundation primer just to kind of loosen up the consistency a little bit, and to add a little bit of hydration, because we want to keep that around our eyes, that hydration, because when we are starting to show signs of aging around our eyes, it's usually because we are getting dry in that area. So around our eyes, that skin has less sebaceous glands, so it can't produce as much oil as the rest of our skin. So that's why we show early signs of aging around our eyes, and that skin is so thin. It's like a butterfly's wing. I heard that the other day, or like tissue paper, where the rest of our skin is like construction paper. I thought that was a really great analogy. So we talked about the CC cream earlier. This is great. You can totally layer this as well if you want to. If you want just a quick dash out the door or a really lightweight coverage with SPF, this is amazing. Great for active, great for a quick coverage. You can still see things through it, but it just evens out all of the skin tone. It's a conceal and correct. So I'm actually going to go on with our matte foundation. We have a matte and we have a luminous, and depending upon which tool you use gives you a different kind of coverage. So you can use the sponge for a lightweight coverage, you can use the liquid foundation brush for a little more medium coverage, or this toothbrush looking character. These are all bristles in there, by the way. It's so amazing for a full coverage effect. I'm just going to go on with this today, and this is going to go everywhere, but I'm starting in the middle of my face because by the time I get out to the edges, it kind of starts to dissipate, so I don't have a big line. So we have lots of shades to choose from here, and we have lots of different undertones as well. There's neutral undertone, where you might, if you are more yellow, there's a cool undertone if you're more red, and there's a warm undertone if you are more of a bronzy person who just tans and tans and tans. So this might take a little bit of trial and error to get you in the right color, but normally we have a quiz for you guys to take, and that has been about 95% accurate. So I need to make sure that it's up and running, but if not, we can send you some samples and we can get some in your hands to try it. All right, so I love the coverage of just using the sponge, and then I like to flip it over where I don't have a lot of the color and just kind of blend it in, because it's wet and it just blends in seamlessly. I love it. So you can also use our concealers as highlighters if you so desire, and that would go over the top of your foundation. So I'll just put a couple of dots on. I should maybe go with something a little bit darker, but I have this deep ivory going on right now, so I'm just going to add in a little right here so you can kind of see what that looks like. You can add in a little on top. So, you know, there's lots of different thought processes here. Like, we're adding some light, then we'll go in with our contour and add in some shadow. So just kind of something you kind of have to play with and decide how much you want to do. So let me wipe that off so I don't make a big mess. And then one of my next favorite things is our translucent powder. So I love our translucent powder. It's white, so it just matches everybody's skin tone. I'm just gonna dump it out into the lid, use our big fluffy all over brush, and our brushes are great too. So you can just kind of see how it's smoking because it's so finely milled. It's going to float above your fine lines and wrinkles and just kind of set your whole look. So it's something you can throw in your purse, and you can do touch-ups during the day if you are an oily gal. You can do that. If you are like going to go out in the evening, this kind of just redoes your whole makeup for you. Redoes it all. So it just kind of touches it up and it just refreshes everything. I love it. So now, because I just like to have a powdery finish of what's going on to my face next, because I like to go on with powder. So I did show you gals that we have the cream blushes now, and they are amazing. I kind of prefer the powder, so I'm just going to show you the powder since I've already showed you the cream, and a little bit of the contour as well. So we have this beautiful contour called Latte, and these this is part of the brush collection also, this cheek brush, and it's just shaped perfectly to fit in to where we need the color to go. So we are contouring right below the cheekbone, kind of right down in this hollow here, and you can see that already starting, like in the mirror or in the camera, you can already see that process starting. And usually it's right out from the spot on your ear, right under your cheekbone. I'm just gonna do a little color wash on my forehead and under my chin. So normally right under our chin, we are not the same color as the rest of our neck, just we don't get as much sun right there from the shade and shadow of our chin. And next I'm going to use a little bit of blush, and I'm using Desert Rose today. So you guys, our palettes are completely customizable. They're magnetized so they don't fall out. So you can do eye color, you can do these big palettes of bronzer or whatever, completely customizable. So I love it. And then you can interchange, like if you just are out of one color, you can just replace that color. So what I'm doing now is we don't want to go any closer than 2 fingers away from our nose, and I want to just blend in the fashion that I put it on. I don't want to swirl and muddy the water, so I'm just blending here. Do another little color wash to add a little more color underneath, and I'm going to go in with my big fluffy brush and just blend some more because I feel like I got a little bit dark. So I don't want to blend the contour color up into that cheek color because, like I said, I don't want to muddy the water. Okay, so next let's go on to eyes, and I love the matte. I love the matte. So I'm going to do all over my eyelid with biscotti. I should have maybe pulled my curtains a little bit so you don't have so much brightness on you. So I'm just doing an all over powder with my little sponge tip applicator with biscotti. So it's like my natural skin tone, and it's just making it kind of evening everything out again, and with the powdery finish as well. Okay, next I am going to go in with our mid-tone hazelnut, and so you can use we have gray midtones, we have purple midtones, and so what I like to do, since I have more of a hooded eye, so that means when my eyes are open, my eyelids kind of tend to disappear. Some gals have beautiful, spacious eyelids that you can put all sorts of beautiful color on, but mine kind of disappear, so I kind of like to keep mine light. So the theory is to go up above, and we're creating depth. So we want the darker on the outside and to stop almost right above your pupil, but we want it to be nice and blended. So I'm just kind of patting on the color, and you want to have your eyes open so you can see that color above your eyes when your eyes are open, especially if you have hooded eyes. So as you get older, your hoods might start to get a little bit deeper, and that's just how it is. But we can totally kind of camouflage that with how we apply our makeup. So next, I'm going on with our little smudger brush in with Cinnabar. This one right here. I love this, you guys. So I'm going to find that corner right where my crease starts, and I'm going to go a little bit higher than that. So I just want to create a little more depth right here, and kind of starting to not reshape my eyes, but just define the shape that I already have. So I'm going to go back in with our little all over powder brush and just blend, because we don't want any harsh lines. Windshield wiper motion, just blend, blend, blend. And take it up a little bit because I'm okay with that. Take it down a little bit because I'm going to add more color here in a minute. Okay, so then what I'm going to do next with that Cinnabar again and back with our smudger brushes, I'm going to just kind of draw a line from that spot down to my eyelid. Kind of reshaping, defining my eye. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to go back in with our little applicator, and this time I'm using Sandcastle. I love this, it's so pretty. Just kind of like a nice light kind of tan, and what I want is to make sure that I have as much of my eyelid light as possible, because it disappears when my eyes are open. So I want to make sure I go right up into the crease. Okay, so now that we had that that smudger brush in there with that Cinnabar, and it's a little bit dark, I'm going to just kind of blend that also. Okay, so next, one of the things that I have learned is, especially playing with like pinks and things like that and purples, sometimes it looks like you might have pink eye or like a big bruise on your eye, and that's not necessarily the look that you're going for. Ever is the look that you're going for, I should say. So just take a minute and finish your look, put on your eyeliner, put on your mascara, and then for the most part, it's like, oh, that looks pretty good. So give yourself some grace and just finish your look, because I think you'll be surprised. So right now it's like, you know, it's looking kind of dark and maybe too dark for some people, but I'm gonna finish it and I think you're gonna love it. So here are some tricks with our eyeliner. We have this amazing liquid eyeliner. So I'm gonna just start in the beginning and just do a really, really thin, close to my eyelashes line. So you can do that and kind of keep it looking natural, which this is going to just make your lashes look thicker. Or you can do a wedge. So start thin in the beginning and then kind of wedge it out towards the end. Or one of the things I love to do is a little cat eye, a little wing. So I'm going to follow this bottom line, and I'm going to use it like a cheat line to go up here. So if I were to draw a line from here down, it would totally match up. And so this is just kind of showing me a guideline of where I need to put my line. So it's lifting, and so it's not drooping. If you draw it straight out, when you open your eyes, it's going to dip down, and we don't want that. We want it all kind of lifting. So, and you'll probably find that one side is easier than the other. So you can just do little dashes and then connect the dots. And again, you could just stay there. You could wing it out a little bit at the end, or you could do a nice big wing. And so I'm going to use that line down here again, just as a guideline as to where that needs to go. And then I'm just going to swoop it in. And if that's too crazy, you can always go in with a little Q-tip or something like that and wipe it off also. And you might think, oh my gosh, what is going on here at first? But finish your look, do your lashes, and those lines will basically disappear and make it look like you have falsy lashes, okay? Are you guys ready to see that? So one of my next favorite things is our lash primer. And I thought, oh my gosh, I don't need another step of things to do. But girls, I tried it and I love it. It conditions your lashes. It helps them to keep their curl. It helps to start separating everything just really nicely. If you just want a really natural look, this would be, you could just wear the lash primer and that would be just a really nice natural look as well. It just kind of starts defining your lashes. So $15 for the primer. And yeah, I thought in the beginning, I don't need all these extra steps. I'm already doing enough, but like I said, I totally fell in love with it, and it just changes how it helps you have less breakage. It helps define your lashes. It helps them keep the curl. It's amazing, and it just yeah, helps your mascara go on so much more nicely, less breakage, all of the things. So I'm using our Lash Intensity. This has a big old fluffy brush, and I love it. So it just goes in and grabs all of your lashes, and it adds up to 200 times volume on your lashes, which is so great. So I'm just going to keep pushing it up, keep pushing it up. You can roll to another side and pull all of that color through. Isn't that great? So great. Did I get some on the bottom? I think I did. That's okay. We can clean that up in a minute. Now my nose is running. Oh my goodness. All of the things, all of the crazy going on today. So, okay, here we go with the other side. So Lash Intensity is my favorite. I love the browns and I love the mattes. So this is what I tend to do all the time. But we have some beautiful, beautiful fun colors. We've got blues and greens, and we have those foil eye colors. So the foil would be fun to add to this as well, if you love the shimmer. So look at how it just kind of made those lines, the wings that I made just kind of disappear. It just starts to create this bigger look of lashes. Let's try to find a Q-tip here. Got a little smudge down below. You can also take our little smudger brush and just dab into like the Cinnabar and go underneath with a little bit of extra color as well. Okay, so next, let's see if I have, I'm gonna do just really quick eyebrows because I never used to do my eyebrows either, and this product just really helped to simplify it. So each little swipe looks like a hair. Isn't that so easy? Each little swipe looks like a hair. I'm just going to outline and darken it a little bit. These are only $14. It rolls up, so it's just super tiny. And so you want your eyebrows to come out to, you go next to your nose, next to the inside of your eye. And so I always need to add a little bit. Let me grab my other mirror here. I always need to add a little bit to the very beginning. And then you can shape it from there. Add in a little bit more color. And another thing that really helps to simplify our eyebrows is our brow volumizing gel. So it's like a little spoolie mascara for your eyebrows. So normally when you first open it, there's a ton of product in there. So scrape it off because we don't need a bunch on there. And I'm going to just start in the middle and just grab those hairs. So if you have sparse brows, this will help to pick up any extra hair that you have up there and make it look like a brow. If you have wild brows, this will help to tame them. There's little fibers in here too that will actually help to make your brows look a little bit thicker. So $14 again, lots of shades of those as well. And the brows just kind of help to shape and frame, help to frame your face, not shape your face. Okay, I've got some crazy bangs going on here. Don't know what's going on there, but okay, so far so good. So now one more thing I wanted to show you guys is our lip glosses. So I think we're going to do a little bit more of a demonstration of lip gloss here a little bit later, but I wanted to show you I guess I'm just gonna show you this one. This one is one of my favorites. I've opened up 3 different ones and I've actually tried some demos of like many, and they're all absolutely gorgeous. So this is Soft Nude, and our new lip glosses have this lovely little contour here that just hugs your lips. It has vitamin C and vitamin E, and it's not tacky, and lots of beautiful shades. So I'm just going to finish our look. Isn't that so great? Oh my gosh, we've got some lovely, lovely colors. So check it out and let us know which one is your favorite. So this is my go-to look with some of my most favorite things. And one last thing, do I have it here? We have an amazing finishing spray that just helps to set your look to help keep your face on longer. So I know this was really long, but oh my gosh, you got so many of my favorite things. Let us know if you have any questions at all, and enjoy the party, you guys. All right, see you soon.